Coach, recently Chris McIntosh, the athletic director at Wisconsin, told Luke Fickell that he would be back. You have strong feelings about coaching changes, especially with all of them that are going on right now.
Yeah, I think there's a tendency to overreact, but once again, we're not the decision maker. If you're the decision maker, you have a responsibility to know what's going on behind the scenes. And Chris McIntosh, I'm a coach's coach, and I'm a little bit biased in this situation because I have great admiration for Luke Fickell, and I know he's a great coach. I witnessed him on my staff. I saw what he did at Cincinnati. But I wrote down 4 things because I followed this a little bit. You know, obviously they're Big Ten, and I got a lot of respect for Wisconsin. I think at some point, you know, they need to be a top 5 team in that conference. They should be. So I would say number 1 would be, how is the locker room? You know, I imagine Chris McIntosh would have behind the scenes, and he's involved in that. That's without question the most important. The players, the locker room, is there still energy? Is there still belief in that locker room? I would say from what I've seen them play, yes. Offensively, they've not been good, but defensively, they're playing.
Right.
When you watch them play, they play their hearts out. Number 2, are they being coached? There's 0 probability that that happens without being coached. So the assistant coaches are got their face down, they're working, they're not listening to outside noise, and they're going the same with Coach Fickell. Number 3, people might use this as an excuse. I don't. I'm sure you don't. The reality is there's injuries that you have to deal with. And sometimes injuries, you know, you just next man up. When the next man up, next man up, next man up, you're playing with a 4th-string quarterback.
Right.
That is a reality. Now, I'll tell you this, not many teams even have a 4th-string quarterback in this NIL transfer portal era. And then I thought this was really interesting, that the athletic director came out and used his name along with the chancellor of the university and said, we need to up the financial support. Obviously, it's a reality. It's something that the athletic director, once again, I admire him. He acknowledged that that is something he needs, that's a shortcoming of Wisconsin right now. So I'm going to have to throw it back at you, but remember this. Athletic directors are people who make decisions for popularity because there's a lot of people in Madison that wanted to make a change. I've seen athletic director contracts, not one time does it say be popular. It says do the right thing. And hopefully they did the right thing, but I'm a big fan of athletic director McIntosh.
Yeah, well, Chris McIntosh played football at Wisconsin. I think when an athletic director has played the game that you're coaching, I think that it always helps. But I can tell you, watching the video, and I know you've done this too, you wouldn't know that they were struggling. They are playing as hard as the teams that they're playing, and a lot of the teams that they're playing are some of the best teams in the country.